there, fellow sojourners, and welcome back to another edition of Appropriate in the Culture. On today's episode, we look at the first AI film and AI slander, meaning that AI was used to slander someone, not that someone slandered AI. I'm Pastor Shane. I'll be your guide to the dystopian future today as we appropriate some culture. So it finally happened. The first ever AI movie is coming out, and here's the trailer.
So, Claire, what's your stop?
The City of Lights. I'm hoping it's a new start.
I don't think we have to pray for longer.
Maybe you're the dark, mysterious kind of man who never shows his vulnerability.
Got a feeling that the wait is over.
Maybe you're the kind of woman who's never sure of what you want, even if it's right in front of you.
From all of the hardship, I know that our wheels hit. Darling, this is where you make it.
In life's journey,
There's quite a lot of taking.
sometimes the heart moves too fast,
Del, wait, don't go.
sometimes too slow. But if you time it just right, that's when love arrives.
Claire,
I thought you gave up on me.
I'm not going to let you go.
I think the fear of AI taking over the movie industry might be a little overdone. We're probably safe for a while, unless audiences are going to suddenly flock to see flat, plastic automatons with dead eyes spewing trite dialogue in monotone. But this technological abomination, this assault on our culture, this poisoning of Western art, is brought to us by, of course, China. If fentanyl won't kill us, this might. A stupid bomb with no specific target audience, but unleashed upon the masses to degrade us and sap us of our will to live. Chinese company TCL TV Plus Studios promises us that it'll be a unique romantic tale blending professional voice acting and an original script with AI-generated imagery. Wait, the voice acting was professional? Claire, I'm never going to let you go. I've literally heard better AI voice work, like this AI-generated album.
I got my balls to my butthole, yeah. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on you. Good God, I pulled too hard, now my scrotum stretched out like a yard. Oh God, I grew my balls to my butthole, baby. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole.
Not gonna lie, that album slaps. But by far the most disturbing use of AI audio comes out of Baltimore, which was supposedly a recording of a Pikesville High School principal. And be warned here, I'm not going to censor this audio because I think it's important to hear it.
You know, I seriously don't understand why I have to constantly put up with these dumbasses here every day. Between these ungrateful black kids who can't test their way out of a paper bag, or these teachers who don't get it, how hard is it to get these students to meet their grade level expectations? Lawrence and Ravenel should have never been hired. And don't let me get started on DJ. I'm going to drag his black ass out of here one way or another. I'm going to get something to stick. I'm just so sick of the inadequacies of these people. And if I have to get one more complaint from one more Jew in this community, I'm going to join the other side.
That audio clip circulated on social media and an investigation was launched into the school principal, Eric Eiswert, and according to WBAL-TV, the release of that audio, quote, led to the temporary removal of Eiswert from the school, as well as many hate-filled messages on social media and numerous calls to the school. But turns out, it was fake. Police said Thursday afternoon that detectives have conclusive evidence based on a forensic analysis by the FBI that the recording was not authentic. Police said the analysis indicated the recording contained traces of AI-generated content. Detectives then sought an additional analysis by the University of California, Berkeley, which arrived at the same findings as the FBI's analysis. Here's the news report.
It was really uncomfortable. It's like the environment at the school just starts to feel hostile more and more every day as I'm here.
Pikesville High School students are frustrated with the scandal amongst their school leaders. They've all heard the audio clip that sounds like their now removed Pikesville High School principal, Eric Eisworth. The clip posted to social media includes racist and anti-Semitic insults about students. Now, county leaders believe it was AI generated.
From the very beginning, we have expressed our concern about the disturbing audio that shook our communities here in Baltimore County.
Detectives found former athletic director 31-year-old Dazon Darien to be responsible for the clip, believed to be retaliation after finding out his contract would not be renewed after terminating a coach without approval and allegedly paying teachers under the table for helping him with his job, which is the subject of an internal audit.
I am unable to get into specific personnel details. I can tell you that we are exploring administrative changes given the immense impact of this incident on the Pikesville High School school community and the ongoing local, national, and international coverage.
Charging documents state that an educator admitted to police she sent the clip to news outlets and a student who she knew would spread the clip around. Darien originally denied involvement, but police have now connected the email address that sent out the audio clip to Darien's grandmother's home in L.A., with the recovery phone number being Darien's phone. Police also had multiple experts confirm traces of AI with human editing in the clip and found that Darien had even used the school network to search for AI tools. All this leading to his arrest at BWI when attempting to board a flight Thursday morning. He's now charged with theft, disruption of school activities, retaliation, and stalking. Meantime, the investigation into the other educators possibly involved, that is ongoing. At Pikesville High School, I'm Tommy Clark, WBAL TV 11 News.
So basically, a disgruntled ex-employee tried to get back at his boss by using AI to slander him as a racist. So the race hoaxes are going to get worse. That's nice. But we have definitely entered into new territory here, which we're all going to have to deal with and adjust to, including in our legal system, as they're finding out in Baltimore. Quote, Baltimore County State's Attorney Scott Schellenberger said the case appears to be one of the first of its kind nationwide that his office was able to find. He said the Maryland General Assembly may need to update state laws to catch up with the nefarious possibilities of the new technology. For example, the charge of disrupting school activities only carries a 6-month sentence, Schellenberger said, but we also need to take a broader look at how this technology can be used and abused to harm other people. And that's probably going to be true across the board. Now, thankfully, it currently seems pretty easy to conclusively determine with forensics whether something is AI generated or not. But these sorts of technological advancements become a bit of an arms race, right? They develop how to detect it, they develop ways past that detection, they develop new detection, they develop ways past that detection, and so on and so forth. What's more, the proliferation of AI and the mass use of it makes detection far more challenging and the means of detecting it far more crude, which has led to other problems like false positives. Here's an article from Rolling Stone. A 21-year-old political science major from Santa Barbara about to graduate at University of California, Davis, with plans to attend law school, Stivers grew up in an age when students are expected to submit written assignments through anti-plagiarism tools such as Turnitin. Educators rely on these services to evaluate texts and flag any that appears to be copied from existing sources, and she never ran afoul of one. But these days, school administrations are also on the lookout for assignments completed with generative AI. That's how Stivers wound up in trouble, even though she hadn't cheated. Stivers is hardly alone in facing such an ordeal as students, teachers, and educational institutions grapple with the revolutionary power of artificially intelligent language bots that convincingly mimic human writing. Last month, a Texas professor incorrectly used ChatGPT in trying to assess whether students had completed an assignment using that software. It claimed to have written every essay he fed in, so he temporarily withheld a whole class's final grades. In fact, Stivers learned she wasn't even the first UC Davis student to contend with a false allegation of AI cheating. Days before she learned that she would be subjected to an academic integrity review, USA Today published an article about William Quarterman, a senior and history major at the college. A professor had run his exam answers through an AI detection called GPT-0, which returned a positive result. The professor gave Quarterman a failing grade and referred him to the same student affairs office that would adjudicate Stiver's case. In the end, Stivers was able to prove that she wasn't in violation of the university's rules, having shared painstaking step-by-step instructions on how to open Google Docs and review history with the Judicial Department. Those timestamps demonstrated that she'd written the paper herself. But detection gets even trickier when AI is used in a blending fashion. A student could write a first draft and then ask AI to spruce it up a little, or ask AI to write a first draft and then the student goes in and reworks it. So I might have a humble suggestion to this problem. AI isn't going anywhere. It's a tool, and like any tool, it can be used for good and it can be used for evil. And we're going to have to adapt to it. Legislatively, possibly harsh sentences and other deterrents for malicious use of AI, possibly more regulations requiring clear labeling of AI use. Academically, we might need to go more analog, essays written in the room on paper, longer papers only written in the school library, research through books alone. Commercially, don't go see films that are AI generated if you don't think it's a good thing. Vote with your wallet. But as dystopian as this might feel, we are very adaptable. I think we're already seeing some of the results of not being able to trust what you see or hear. For instance, I think we're seeing a broader acceptance of conspiracy theories. Moon landing was fake. Earth isn't even around. 9/11 was an inside job. I think that partially stems from a lack of institutional trust, but it's reinforced when we're constantly bombarded by fake images and fake video and fake audio. I heard the voice of the principal saying those things. How can we know the truth? How can we trust anything when what we're seeing and hearing is unreliable? Well, Descartes, I think, had an answer to that, and I think it still holds. There are ways we can ground our reality and build out from there. One of the things that AI might unintentionally do is create a firm demarcation between the digital world and the real world. If the digital world is increasingly untrustworthy, unreliable, and fake, then it seems only natural to increasingly view it with greater skepticism, which might in turn produce a greater trust in what is actually experienced rather than what is seen on the internet. AI might force us to moor ourselves to the analog, because this isn't trustworthy. This is. And that might not be a terrible thing, until they augment our reality with chips in our brains. But that's a problem for another day. As usual, if you like what we're doing here, like, subscribe, tell a friend, buy my latest book, 6 Rounds for the Witching Hour, leave a 5-star review, follow me on the socials, join my author's Facebook page, and I'll see you next time for more Appropriate in the Culture.